Hello and welcome back to another art video with Mad Wiley. Today I am sharing with you a time-lapse of my recent Procreate illustration, which like most of the time is inspired by the nature that surrounds me. I have been spending majority of my time up in the Mundaring Hills of Perth, Western Australia, surrounded by the beautiful trees and the wonderful wildlife. Every time I catch a glimpse of the red-tailed black cockatoo, I think it's just a beautiful moment. They're such a majestic bird and they are just so stunning. So yeah, that's where my inspiration for this piece came from. So it all started with artist's block, where I made myself sit down and draw a few of my favourite things, and as small as it was simple tasks of, okay, what's your favourite drink? What plant do you like? What flower do you love? You know, those sort of things, just to get my hand to warm up to the idea of illustrating again. Even though my mind works at 100 miles per hour when it comes to ideas and what I want to do creatively, sometimes my hands are not in sync with my mind. And so the breakthrough task worked and I was able to get the results that I wanted. There is honestly nothing worse than having artist block. It is so frustrating having all of these ideas flowing through your mind and nothing is happening. The task felt really stupid and boring, but after doing those few little illustrations, I realized that I was putting in more effort each time, and by that time I started feeling the paper and the pen again and realized how much love I had for it. As weird as it sounds, that's just how it was. So if you also struggle with artist block, I do recommend just sitting down and doing it. Stop thinking about it and just do it. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking. It's easier said than done. Well, no, just sit down and do it. And if you find that you're not successful the first time, wait a few minutes, come back to it. This is also a reminder to myself, so I'm not just telling you, I'm also telling myself this. I'd also like to discuss a little something about synchronicities. For those of you who don't know what a synchronicity is, it's basically the universe reminding you that you are in the right place at the right time. And for myself here, like I said, I was surrounded by nature. I saw cockatoos. I really wanted to draw something from it. I love portraiture, so I decided to add a girl to the image as well. But there was also something about this piece that really struck with me. It's a really big synchronicity in a sense where I envisioned having a red sun, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the red sun and I wanted the red tails in the cockatoo. And from that, I created this on a day the fires in the Mundaring Hills started. Finishing this design on a day where the sunset had provided a red sun, I was just gobsmacked, astounded, shocked. You don't get a red sun very often. The only time you ever get a red sun is when there is smoke covering the sun. Yeah, like I said, I was so mesmerized by this synchronicity and how in tune I was. The power that I felt finishing this piece, I can't even explain it. I had to go straight to the printers and get it printed. I needed it in physical form. Even though this illustrative piece is rather simple, because I had such a deep connection with the end progress and the situation that I was in, my surroundings and the synchronicity that I experienced, it is so empowering as an artist to feel this way at the end of an artwork. You know, is it good enough? Is it sellable? Are people gonna like it? I don't even care. I'm in love with it. And not very often I can say that I love one of my pieces. There are many times where I say, yeah, it's alright, it's not bad, I could do better. But because this one has such a deep connection, I'm just in awe. And for you who is watching this, I hope that you have these beautiful synchronicities because they are wonderful to come across. It is empowering, it is also shocking at the same time, but it is beautiful. There are many of you who experience these weekly, monthly, yearly, daily. You have to be aware. And sometimes you don't, sometimes it just hits you in the face. You don't even have to think about it twice, you know. I am in deep sorrow for those who have lost their homes during this massive 16,000 hectare blaze, and I only hope and manifest good fortune and strength through this hard time. And for those of you who have watched my art video all the way through, I thank you and I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed what I had to share. If you like my artwork and want consistent updates of my art progresses or projects, head on over to my Instagram or Facebook at Mad Wiley. If you like this piece and would like a print for yourself or for a friend or as a gift, I have it readily available on my website, which I have linked in the description below. You'll also find recent creations that I have made as prints and stickers. That is all from me today. I'll catch you next time.